So Kevin Szaflarski has pulled out against his fight officially against Jimmy Lawson, and now Karl Williams is stepping in on very short notice into this fight. So what kind of happened was I did do my predictions for Jimmy Lawson versus Kevin Szaflarski, and a couple of people did go in my comments and they did say that Kevin Szaflarski had pulled out, but I couldn't find anything. I was googling Kevin's name, I was trying to look at his Instagram, but it's private, so that didn't help. And I was just trying to see what was happening, so I just assumed that the fight was still on and proceeded as usual. And then today, a couple of hours ago even, at the time of recording, I find out from my news source, MMA Ecosystem on Instagram, great news source really, that this fight is now booked. Instead of Kevin Szaflarski versus Jimmy Lawson, you got Jimmy Lawson versus Karl Williams. Jimmy Lawson is going to win by first round KO, and he's going to get a contract. I can almost guarantee you that. Karl Williams, he's a good wrestler, but Jimmy Lawson is actually a D1 national wrestler himself, and it's kind of what Karl Williams does, man. But the problem is, I think his strategy would work a lot better if this was a short notice bout at light heavyweight, not a short notice bout at heavyweight, because Karl Williams has fought at light heavyweight, I believe, for his entire career. At least he has for his last 5 fights anyway, when I was looking through. And he even missed weight at light heavyweight against Kyle Wright, but he's a pretty big light heavyweight, but he's not going to be as big as Jimmy Lawson in the cage. Jimmy Lawson is consistently weighing in at around 259 pounds, 260 pounds is what he weighed in his LFA fights anyway, but he's got 264 in his last one. He's going to be a big boy in there, man. Jimmy Lawson's a scary dude. He swings, he boxes to finish you. He got one takedown in his last fight, and that was all it took. He finished the fight in about 30 seconds. And with a ground and pound, like, he took the guy down, and he just started throwing ground and pound. This guy does not want to be in the cage for very long, and it is in his fighting style. He defeated a guy in 22 seconds. He defeated a guy in 18 seconds. It was a brutal KO as well. Defeated a guy with ground and pound in 34 seconds after taking him down. Jimmy Lawson wants to end the fight, and he wants to end the fight quickly. Karl Williams is a guy that can definitely extend the fight the distance if he wants to. He's a very good wrestler. He takes you down, you get back up. He takes you down again, you get back up. He takes you down again. This guy's relentless with his wrestling. You can see that in his fight against Kyle Wright, which he did miss weight for, to be fair. But he was relentless in that wrestling. Kyle Wright kept getting back up and just kept taking him down. And he just kept wrestling him to a win. He did go 5-1 as an amateur. He does have one loss by submission earlier on in his career, but since then he's gone on a pretty good win streak, even for XMMA, which I love. XMMA, I really do love that promotion. But Jimmy Lawson, man, he's the heavyweight out of the two. Karl Williams is a light heavyweight moving up. Karl Williams is a wrestler, and that's what he wants to do, but Jimmy Lawson does have a wrestling base himself. He's got D1 national wrestling behind him, and I think that he's just going to be able to finish Karl Williams in this matchup. Williams is going to be the much smaller opponent. Lawson's going to be huge. He's got power. He swings. He doesn't want the fight to be very long at all. You watch this guy fight, he wants to end the fight quickly, and I think that's what's going to happen. Maybe Karl Williams is going to shoot for a takedown early, which is what I think he should do, but Jimmy Lawson has been so much bigger and so much stronger, and also being a pretty good wrestler himself, I think might be able to reverse it, might be able to defend the takedown, end up on top, get his own takedown, or even just knock him out on the feet. I just think that Jimmy Lawson's got the power. He does a pretty good technique as well, boxing technique. He doesn't really throw any kicks. He just throws hands. He wants the fight over. Yeah, Jimmy Lawson's a scary dude. And maybe if Karl Williams survives the first round, he'll win the fight. Because the one time in his debut, the fight did go out of the first round and he did lose a decision. And then he won in the second round in his next fight. But since then, yeah, he's made me making improvements. He's looking good. He's got power in the hands. I think the UFC probably wants to sign this guy. There's no odds out right now at the time of recording, but yeah, Jimmy Lawson was the favourite over Kevin Szaflarski, who was 11-1 over somewhat decent competition as well, and Kevin Szaflarski had like a 9-0 amateur record as well himself, so he was a good fighter, and Jimmy Lawson was the favourite. I was picking Kevin Szaflarski to win, just because he was the more skilled fighter out of the two, but Jimmy Lawson in this matchup, I believe, he really should be able to defeat a light heavyweight in Karl Williams. That's the pick. Hopefully that video wasn't too long. Just thought I'd let you know that the fight's been cancelled. We've got another one. UFC 279 picks out tomorrow. If you haven't already, I did a collaboration video on Dana White's Contender Series Week 7 or with Burt MMA. And please watch that if you haven't already, man. Me and Burt, I feel like we make a pretty good team. We're going to be collaborating again for UFC 281 in a couple of months' time, so that should be a good time. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Just thought I should make this one, update my pick, give you guys a short notice prediction, I guess you would call it. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.